Hello, I'm Holden Ramey with the CattleFax Closing Bell. Today's Closing Bell is sponsored by VitaFirm. The Kansas-Nebraska Fed steer spread has spent much of the summer at historically wide levels. From mid-July to around mid-August, the Kansas-Nebraska Fed steer spread trended mostly sideways around $-8 a hundredweight. However, since that time frame, the north-south spread has narrowed nearly $5 to just over $3 a hundredweight in last week's Fed cattle trade. Seasonally, the spread typically narrows during this time frame as available fed cattle supplies begin to tighten in the south and the northern supply is at or near its top for the year. And this year has certainly been no different. Going forward through the fall and early winter, fed cattle show lists are expected to decline across all areas. However, lists in Texas and Kansas will drop at a steeper rate than the list in Nebraska. This is highlighted in the USDA implied placed against supplies. For the most part, placement patterns suggest a fed cattle supply in Texas and Kansas that stays at or below a year ago levels from now until December, except for Kansas supplies in November being slightly above last year. At the same time, placed against supplies in Nebraska move above 2022 levels in October, November, and December. While the North is expected to maintain some premium throughout the balance of the year, the supply situation will likely keep the spread relatively flat between $2 and $4 a hundredweight. Turning to this week's markets, light fed cattle trade occurred in the North at 184 to 185 live and mostly 292 dressed, which is $1 to $2 firmer than last week. Light volumes also traded in the South mainly from 182 to 183, which is $2 to $3 better than last week. The live cattle complex continued to accelerate higher with the October board closing around $3.70 a hundredweight higher on the week, just under 187. Feeder cattle also continued to gain momentum with the October contract closing around 264.5 or over $5 higher on the week. The feeder cattle index traded $4 firmer above $253 per hundredweight this week. Thanks for watching, and remember to visit CattleFax.com to become a member and receive the latest market news and analysis.